are. We're all far. One of our greatest skills on an African miss. And I feel this with a kiss. How could I ever resist calling her mother? Like her is no other. Come on! Win this weekend! Man, the game was family. Who wants some lighter? All the people who left out the street. I remember the works then. Lady, you are. We're all far. One of our greatest skills on the African miss. And I feel this with a kiss. How could I ever resist calling her mother? Like her is no other. She's like a mother to me, like a sister to me, like a woman to me.
Uncle Johnson, Uncle Tuapo and Black Power family, what up? It's your brother Nguvo, now you see R.A.N.M. And once again, you're tuned in to R.A.N.M. RBG TV. And you know, we keep the G. I love when she's on here sometimes, man. Y'all don't understand. But you see, I'm sitting here with the queen, Lady T. Riding shotgun, right? Before we can move forward, you already know. Say with me, family, all in together now. How we gonna do this, family? What's the motto? What's the method? What's the madness? The mantra? The motivation? It's black love because black love is the cure for the black nation. So let's get it. And what we gonna discuss today, we gotta, I guess you could say it's one of those conversations that need to be held, right? We talking on the topics of insecurities within today's black man. And that's what the title is going to be. Insecurities, today's black man. My premise, nonetheless, is to put to light before the world the fact that today's black man is insecure as shit. There's no other way I can put it. I have to keep it 100 just that way. Today's black male, as a collective, so I'm not even going to sit here and, pinpoint, but as a collective, today's black male is soft as shit. He's petty as shit. And nonetheless, it all stems from one thing. Treatment between himself and the black woman. He don't know how to handle himself. So he reacts a certain way. So with that being said, me and the queen, we're going to try to discuss discuss a little thing, something that's going on in the community as a whole that we need to get rid of. This is one of those topics that we can no longer sweep under the rug, because we often like to do that. Certain things we just be like, let's not pay attention to it. It'll go away eventually. It does not. It gets bigger and worse and worse. And as you can see today, right, in today's times, the black man can't stand the black woman. God knows why. The black woman can't stand the black man. God knows why. So we just want to try to get both sides of this, of the spectrum, male and female, dealing with this whole insecurity thing. And with that being said, I'm gonna turn it over to Lady T. She gonna go ahead and spearhead this one, because this one was honestly burning her up for real. I just decided to put it on the platform and let it be heard amongst the people. So with that being said, Queen, talk to your family.
Oh man, I don't know where to start. This could go so many places. I guess I'm gonna start where it was a post on Facebook. And
it's always that damn Facebook.
It was saying that can a woman teach her son how to treat a lady at an early age? And of course I said yes. I mean, because come on, we're not talking about raising the child. We're just saying teach him how to treat a lady. I said yes. This emotional nigga came left field with the whole situation, talking about, oh, he should learn how to respect himself first. Forget the woman. Don't put her on his high pedestal and yada yada yada. I'm moving kind of quick, so I really can't tell you everything that was said. But what bothered me was he had like a clear hatred for women, and I couldn't understand why. So, you know me, I'm gonna defend the black woman. I don't give a damn who you are, what you say. I'm gonna defend the black woman. So, from a black woman's perspective, I said, listen, you can teach a boy how to treat a lady. Like, what the fuck? Like, if you don't teach him, the father don't teach him, who's gonna teach him? The streets. Like, come on. But
what's up?
You know more about what the guy was saying, because I can't even think about what he was saying.
Long story short, family. Long story short, the male, the brother, he honestly felt threatened by this whole question that he even put. He's the one that proposed this question. No, was it him or somebody else? Somebody else proposed the question: can a sister, teach a boy how to respect and treat a woman? Of course, he's going off the riff. He's going off the negative. Yada 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 yada. But what he's failing to understand, failing to realize, nobody's taking anything away from that man, for one. Let's get that clear. Two, nobody's saying that she is replacing him, because let's be clear, there has to be a duality. It has to be a duality. Male, female energy to produce whatever substance you put into that child. Period, point blank. Now, when it comes to this, a sister, and you were discussing this with me earlier, a sister knows what she wants. A genuine sister who has her mind on straight, she knows what she wants in her mate. She knows what she wants in her man. Check?
Right.
Okay. With that being said, a mother who is also of that stock, also of sane mind and this, that, and third, she's going to train her son, not train, that's a strong word, that's more of a masculine word. She's going to teach her son, better word. She's going to teach her son the genuine wants of a woman, not a girl. The wants of a woman. Mind you, we got a lot of grown bodies running around here, but we got a young minds. You understand? So she's going to teach that child what to look for as far as a grown mindset versus just appearance. Two, she's going to not only just teach him what she wants, she's going to teach him how to, in a phrase that sisters like using these days, how to handle her, if you will. I hate that phrase, but that's a phrase that people are going to understand, so I can put it that way and speak people's language. How to deal with her, that's a better word, right? On all levels. Her attitude, good and bad. Her mannerisms, good and bad. Her humor, good and bad, etc., etc., etc. Okay? It's a learning process. That's honestly when you go through, if you go back in the channel many moons ago, we sat right here in front of this camera and we discussed, I believe the topic of the day was Black Love Misunderstood. It was a 6-part series. I suggest people go back and look at that one, because we were talking about the whole friendship phase. That's very vital. This is where you get this is when the lessons of that mama teaches that son what to look for within that woman. That goes down in that friendship, that friendship phase, whatever. But nonetheless, I digress. The brother was just mentally gone. He's thinking his position is, as a man, quote unquote, is taken. That's for one. Two, he flipped it on a negative. He went all the way left field and was saying, forgive my language, family, for a sister to teach her son how to treat a woman is, quote unquote, bitch shit.
Pussy. That's what he
Forgive
said.
the language, but this is the message that he's proposing to the world. This is not my words. These are his. But nonetheless, this is the attitudes of not just him, but this attitude reflects amongst a lot of different brothers around the way. Trust me when I tell you, family, all you got to do is go outside and you'll see it for yourself. What am I saying? This is the part that's very vital. I say, personally, yes, that sister should teach her son what to look for when dealing with a woman. Now let's flip the script, because obviously the black male feels his position is being overtaken, his position is being removed, or encroached upon, or whatever the case may be. This is when that emotionalism starts coming out, right? Let it be known, before I go any further, let it be known, like I said in the beginning before I opened up, today's black male is soft as shit. I will admit it to you. His masculine energy is quickly escaping him, and he's acting like he doesn't want to grab it back. Pause. But at the end of the day, I digress. He starts crying because again he feels his position is being taken away from him. It's a man's job to teach him how to be a man. Yada yada. But again, nobody said that sister is teaching her son how to be a man. She's simply giving him a life lesson on how to deal with his mate, his counterpart. What the hell is wrong with that? This type of stuff right here, this type of teaching or misteaching, whatever you want to call it, this is what offsets the balance right here within black relationships. This is why black relationships are on a rapid decline as we speak. Nobody wants to take the time out to learn one another. Nobody wants to take the time out to teach one another about each other. It's very vital, family. It's very vital, very vital. If we talk about nationhood again, what is the core of a nation? A freaking family. What is the core of the family? The black man and the black woman. When they're on, on that mutual vibe. But as of right now, that vibe is not there. Why? Because again, nobody wants to take the time out and instill these type of life lessons that should be instilled from early. Then he goes on to say, again, with it being B shit, P shit, it's they should be focused on being a child and let nature take its course. This is what he's saying, right? Let nature take its course. Then when he becomes an adult, then hit him with the type of lessons, this, that, and the third. Now I'm going to tell you how backwards and shitty that is. One, the perfect time to teach a person anything is at a young stage. Minds are able to soak in the information and retain it and then grow up on it. When you're old or an adult or whatever, hell, adolescent for that matter, you're already stuck in your ways. You don't want to hear nothing from that point on. You quote-unquote grown, and that's that. So nobody wants to hear anything that has to be said from that point on. And then he says, then when they get in the adult stage, hit them with the life lesson on how to treat a woman, this, that, and third. Well, what hell? You had a whole life that's already been lived ahead of you, basically, nonetheless. And now you want to learn how to deal with a woman? Again, this is why we are going through what we're going through right now in our communities with our relationships. Nobody knows what to do because we're missing out on life lessons that are very vital. This shit is part of nationhood, family. Don't let it slip you by far. This shit is nationhood. Relationships is nationhood. Well,
go
ahead.
All right. The thing that got me, what he said was, black folks are the only race that allows their sons to be bitch asses by respecting a woman. And I told him he had it backwards because the black race is the only race that would allow us to tear each other down. You don't see Becky and Billy, fighting on some damn kid. I can't even kid shit. Like we're so against each other that we don't even see it.
Hold that thought. We're going to go ahead and end this part right here. Go to part 2 after this part right here, all right? Go to part 2.